Keith L. Brown is probably the most enthusiastic and loving and kind person I've ever met in my life. He's just honored to be around. His attitude is it's got something about it that's just contagious, and it's just one of those people that you always want to be around. He reaches people in a way that I don't think I've ever seen anybody be able to do. He just has a fire and passion about him to do what he's doing, and you can tell he loves it.
Yeah, check it. I know y'all hear me out there, right? Y'all can hear me, right? Y'all ready? Check it. Motivating, stimulating, captivating, educating. Keep me out of the ground, out of mind, still out. Sometimes life is really a pinnacle. But keep your head, your pants, and your grades up. No matter what, you keep your head up too. Stay in school and do what you gotta do. And that's alright. I'm not in the slammer. I'm with the Noah students in the state of Alabama. When I say I am, you say somebody I am. I am. When I say I am, you say somebody I am. I am. When I say I will, you say not fail. I will. I will. I say I will, you say not fail. I will. I will. Good job, good job. Good job, good job. G-double-O-D-J-O-B. Good job. I gotta learn more. To earn more, I gotta learn more. But Hornets, you can't make maximum wage with a minimum wage mindset. And when you make that money, there's responsibility that comes with it. That's why Warren Buffett gives so much. That's why Bill Gates gives so much. That's why Oprah gives so much. And you can't let people tell you what you can't do, especially if they've never done it. That's why Fred Smith dropped out. That's why Fred Smith dropped out. Because when Fred Smith got a failing grade on that paper, because Fred Smith had this unique idea. Fred Smith, unique idea. Bam, let's have overnight shipping. Are you crazy? The professor, D+, you crazy. We already got the U.S. Postal Service. So Fred Smith decided to drop that class. Fred Smith decided to go and open up FedEx. How many of you got ideas that somebody told you wouldn't work, and you believe them? You believe them. Be careful who you tell your dreams to. And how many of you got dreams? Good, put your hands down. But if you're not working on them, then it's not a dream, you just daydream. You on that river in Africa called the Nile. Okay? You understand?
People's negative opinion of you is none of your business. Never let anyone's negative opinion of you become your opinion of yourself. Never let anyone tell you what you can't do, especially if they've never done it. See, I want y'all to understand today, success is not about the color of your skin. Success is about the fight in your spirit. Greatness is not about the color of your skin. Greatness is about the fight in your spirit. See, I want some of y'all to understand, if not all of you today, that we all have obstacles that we've had to overcome. Miss Williams back there, her husband is not here today because he was burned in class yesterday. Tragic. But she stood for him and she represented him today, and there's somebody who's going to stand for you. I'm standing for you today. I want y'all to understand that you got to stay so focused that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. Nothing can cause you to say impossible. Every day you got to say, I'm possible.
Dr. Murray, I'm about to take my exit exam in medical school or nursing school. And I'm about to take that exam with a pencil. But in its present condition, I've already been picked up. I've already been held. But what must I do to this pencil in order to be great? Say it loud. Look at your neighbor and say, you got to get sharpened. See, watch this tonight. Look at me tonight. I want you to know, Mr. Brown, why do I have to take extra classes? Why do I have to take extra classes on the curriculum? Because you got to be sharpened. When other students are out partying, Mr. Brown, why do I have to study harder? Because guess what? You have to go the extra mile in your careers, because when you go the extra mile, there you will find very little traffic. And you got to get sharpened. Guess what? It's not on the syllabus. You go study it yourself. You go research it yourself. You got to get sharpened. Well, Mr. Brown, I've had trials and tribulations in my life. How many of you know those trials and tribulations were put there to sharpen you? You got to get sharpened tonight. You got to get sharpened and you have a word. See, watch this. Some of you came to the dinner tonight looking sharp. But don't be like what my grandfather said. He said, don't be all dressed up with no place to go.
Good afternoon. My name is Shanae Neal. I would just like to talk about the forum that we had today with the student leaders. Being on the SGA, I really grabbed a lot from what was going on today, and it was very unexpected. I thought we were going to have just, the regular monotone speech, but the speech was very intriguing and very heartwarming after, again, having a bad day and a couple bad weeks. Dealing with stress and different things on campus and trying to get things together for the students. I really felt that this motivated me. The slogan on his shirt, I'm possible, no, not possible, impossible, and then I am possible. And I continued to keep reading this on his shirt, and when you take it and you break it down, it sounds weird, but then you have to really concentrate on the words. Again, it's play on words, and I really took it and I read it and I kept reading it and applied it to whatever was going on. So even though I was having a stressful day and I thought things weren't impossible, I understood that now I can actually know that I am possible, meaning things can happen. So thank you.
Mr. Brown has come to tell you, not impossible, I'm possible. Not impossible, I'm possible. Read the back of my shirt, sir. Tell your colleagues. See, I'm not going to say classmates, I'm going to say colleagues, because I'm going to assume that you will all ascend and receive college degrees, and then you will no longer be classmates, you will be colleagues. I want y'all to look around at each other right now. Look around at your clients. Some of these people will be working for you. Look around at them. Some of these people won't be here next semester. Look around at them. Come read the back of my shirt. The front says, not impossible, I'm possible. What does it say on the back, sir?
I have two options. Either I'm going to make it, or I'm going to make it.
I appreciate that. He said, I have two options. Either I'm going to make it, or I'm going to make it. That means failure is not an option at TSU.
My reaction was, oh my goodness, I have to go and see this person. At least I get to eat. Little did I know that I wouldn't get to eat, but I would be fed in a way that food could not fill. Mr. Keith Brown did a phenomenal job today in inspiring us, the student leaders of Claflin University, not just with cliches, but with real material. He was very candid, he was very open, he spoke eloquently, but he also spoke realistically. He made us think about some things that even we wouldn't have thought about had he not came. He let us know that we are not impossible, but that we all are possible. And that despite what anybody else may say or think, you can do all things. Obstacles may come, but if you just stay driven with your passion, which comes from your purpose, then you can do anything. I'm thankful for the meal I was able to receive from Mr. Brown. Even though I have not physically ate yet, I'm satisfied in ways that my fried chicken and cornbread would not be able to do for me. So for that, I say thank you.
Talking about the fact that at 211 degrees, water is hot. At 211 degrees, water is hot. But at 212 degrees, it boils. 211 degrees is hot, but at 212 degrees it boils. And with boiling comes steam, and steam can move a locomotive. There are 400 freshmen who didn't show up today. They are 211 degrees. They are hot, but those of you who went the extra mile, you 212. You boiling. You boiling. You born.
And if you're texting, make sure you texting me at Keith L. Brown 1911 on Twitter. Keith L. Brown 1911. Motivator of the Millennium on Facebook. Keith L. Brown 1911 on Instagram. Keith speaks at keithlbrown.com on email. Look at your hands right now. Somebody say, these hands were made for greatness. These hands are ready to fight for the student body and the legacy of Jackson State. See, tonight, I want y'all to know the answer is in your hands. If I took a basketball and I put that basketball in my hands, that basketball would be worth about $40. But young debonair brother, if I put that same basketball in LeBron James's hands, it would be worth about $40 million. See, it matters whose hands it's in. If I took 2 tennis rackets tonight and I put those tennis rackets in my hands, they would be worth about $80. But if I put those same 2 tennis rackets in Venus and Serena's hands, they would be worth about $80 million. See, it matters whose hands it is in tonight. If I took a scalpel and I put it in my hands, it would be worth some misdirected surgery. But if I put that same scalpel in Dr. Benjamin Carson's hands, who was once a juvenile delinquent just like me, and he's now one of the top surgeons in the world, see, it matters whose hands it's in tonight. If I took a race car and I put it in my hands, it would be worth an accident. But if I put that same race car in Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s hands or Danica Patrick's hands, it would be worth millions of dollars because it matters whose hands tonight. Doctors, because that's what you all are tonight to me. Doctors. If I took the student body and legacy of Jackson State University and I put it in my hands, it would be worth not much. Because I'm not an alumnus of Jackson State University. I'm not a student leader at Jackson State University. But if I put that student body and I put that legacy in your hands, it will be worth the next step into greatness. It will be worth the next step into a new dimension. But you got to accept it tonight by taking your hands, taking your hearts, taking your minds, and understanding. With your mouth, you might make a living. But when you serve the people, you're going to make your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Keith L. Brown, and I'm the motivator of the millennium. And always remember, not impossible. God bless you. Thank you so much. God bless you.